Hello, this is Gavin Palmer, and today I will use LangChain to load a PDF and ask questions about that PDF. I will choose to load PDFs regarding bills being proposed in the United States federal government, and let's start. I hope you enjoy. So the first thing I'll do is walk through the source code. I should note that I don't know how to change the model at this point, but ideally, once I have access to GPT-4, I would specify using a more advanced model. But here's the basic source code. So at the beginning, we have to load the PDF loader. So note that this is Python. And I did need, I think, at least Python version 3.9 for this to work. I also needed to use the LangChain indexes and import the vector store index creator module. And so this is using a local vector store. And there are ways to use vector stores that are in the cloud, for example. At least that's my understanding. And then you can see the PDFs I attempted to analyze. So you have the Restrict Act, which limits our ability to trade with enemies in the United States in order to protect our infrastructure. There is the assault weapons ban. I guess that's what it sounds like. There's the Fair Tax Act. There is the Term Limits Bill. And then there is the Securing Our Elections Act, and then the Against White Supremacy Act. And so I'll go through all of those PDFs and analyze them. And I basically prompt with certain kinds of questions. And this is where we can ask ourselves good questions. And we could think, well, what would the ideal representative ask themselves when analyzing bills? Because I've heard of situations where representatives don't have enough time to actually analyze bills because the bill is so large and so many people try to put so many things inside of a bill. And so a tool like this could be very helpful, especially as the technology gets better. And so we load, we use the PDF loader and pass that as an argument to the vector store index creator. And so there might be better ways to do this. For example, can I do multiple loaders that somehow provide a better analysis? So I can have a PDF with the bill, and then I could maybe have PDFs with research that's related to the bill so that we can get better answers. So the query, I said, you are trying to help analyze potential legislation for the United States government. And that's the prefix before every query. And I ask, what are the main goals of this bill? Then I ask, what are the potential unintended consequences of this bill? Then I ask, identify how this legislation might positively impact people. And then I ask, identify how this legislation might negatively impact people. And so what I can tell you is the answers seem to be very tied to the PDF, and that's why ultimately we should have multiple PDFs being used to answer these questions. But this is a glimpse at the technology of LangChain and being able to compress the data within documents like PDFs into what they call embeddings, and then use those embeddings in order to ask questions, which are very hard to ask and hard to find answers for, prior to the availability of large language models. So I hope you enjoyed that. I will now create just a slightly different video where I analyze the actual bills to a degree, and that will be over in the Write in Gavin Palmer YouTube channel, where I talk more about things like politics and religion. So that link will be in the description below. Thank you.